Expected here tonight, Coach, over 70,000, and the fans still filing into Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Down. 50, plant.
6, right there, 56.
I smell fear in that offense.
Ready.
On first down, Benjamin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down now, Benjamin. He'll have a first down past the 40 and finally brought down at the 43. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 43. They'll run on first down. Benjamin. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Right there.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Tighten up.
Leo.
Hey, check 24. Check.
Get it.
They run right side with Hunt. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Tighten down. There you go. Check.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Gain on the play leads to second and goal at the Giants' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check.
Second and 4.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Okay, break.
45, 45 is Mike, 45.
I got him.
Hey, high 7.
45.
Now.
Mike, 45.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
5.
On first down, Garland. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready,
The
set.
run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, zoom. Zoom.
2nd and 9 now. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
We got this.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Move. 3 down.
Check number 6.
Check 45 to Mike.
Let go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Come on,
Now they
set.
face a
Hey,
3rd and 10 after back-to-back
Hey,
incompletions.
He's not going to get me.
Ready.
From the gun, Lawrence. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Okay,
And
ready.
a ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
You got nothing.
Hey, Delta.
45's the Mike.
Watch the run.
2nd and 5. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Christian Wilkins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
Following the sack, they go from the 13 on third and goal.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
45.
Look at me. Door.
Come off the ball.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And the pressure gets to him again. Christian Wilkins able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to force that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Hurry.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the
Watch the
line.
run.
They had
Watch
the
the
touchdown on the
recon.
opening
132
drive of the
fighter.
ball game. It was countered by just a
Hard.
field goal. So, hey, if your
Watch
guys
out,
can do
watch
that
out,
for
watch
4
out, watch
quarters,
out.
you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Got
The
it.
first down run got 5.
56-3.
Here's 2nd and 5.
218 chopper.
Safe.
Hit it.
Now a give right side. Benjamin. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Giants 3.
Head up. 30 base.
58 to Mike.
Yep.
You punk. Why? Get wide.
5.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here.
Down.
4 plays,
10 Lobo.
3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
Plant.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, check Mike 44.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Leaf River, Leaf River.
Off play action. Lawrence going long here for Wallace. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 17 yards and a giant first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Ready?
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there. Second down.
At the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Hey, orbit.
45's
Off the play fake. Lawrence into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Set, ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Come on.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming.
Hey, Echo. Fire.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
All right.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here we go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Switch.
Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
From the gun, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Come on, fellas.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
A gain of 15.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window.
At the
Let's get it.
47-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Big River. Big River.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
60 outlaw.
This offense finding its legs
Bravo.
now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Lawrence got his man there. It's Wallace complete. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Let's go.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route.
Down.
And they just
30
executed that one pretty well.
Here we go. Here we go. You go tight. You got tight.
On first down, Garland. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Nice hit, boy.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's got his man, that's Wallace. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 25
The Atlanta
70,
offense
Indy,
out there for
Central
their
West.
next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it'll bring up third down.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
It's been a long day for you.
Shoot!
Looking to throw. Nixon looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Come on,
The
set.
Giants
90
offense
Wolf.
at the line, ready to begin
Leo,
their next drive.
Leo.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
D-line, get that quarterback.
Check 26, check 26.
Smooth. On the ball. Big rip.
Second and 3. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
New York.
Let's go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Check. Slam.
Ready?
A final shot before break. Lawrence, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Here we go. 45.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a second down.
Down. 60 outlaw.
45.
Hey, Delta.
Defense focus. 45's the mic. 45.
Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Hey,
So
Lord.
the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a third and 8. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wallace. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Check. 45's the mic. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
Hit it.
They'll run on first down. Garland, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch QB. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
QB drop.
Now.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't
Ready.
they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On first down, Garland. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, baby. Yeah,
Sometimes
baby.
with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Shoot.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside.
Let's go.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ready?
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Go.
45.
Big river.
Operating from the gun.
Switch up.
Lawrence over the middle, complete. It's Chandler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Come on,
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Hard. Line. Ready.
They'll try the left side. Garland, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nixon. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nixon. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Nixon. Steps away to his left. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the... And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
You don't want no problem.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Double tight, double tight.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, check. 3 down. Check, 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic.
Dude.
To throw again.
Here I
Lawrence.
come again.
And he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Ready?
Try to get
50,
one more
plant.
in here before the quarter
6-6,
breaks.
Pull it high.
Bang.
You're out.
Under 10, under 10.
Big ripper, big ripper.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
64, weak.
Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood. Watch the flood, motion, push.
Ready, ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Set, ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Nixon. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Come on,
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Benjamin. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
45's the mic, 45's the mic. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's go.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Check 9, check 9. Check, 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 check.
Let's go.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 4 yards out, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Hit it.
From the gun, Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Okay, break.
55, Mike, 55.
61, matchbox lights.
He's checking. Crash.
Hey, Sam on. Hey, lock it.
Check. Lucky.
5.
Now a give, right side. Benjamin. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
58 to
And
Mike.
the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Nixon. Forced out to his left. Completes it to Benjamin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
55. Watch the run.
Check to go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt.
Back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. And a give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Go, run.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Nixon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
It's 4th down.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Nixon.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to
Buying
school.
time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
We got to get the ball, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Here we go.
Hit it.
Looking to throw.
Oh, here we go.
Nixon.
Oh.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Come on, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Ready,
Don't
set.
need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Oh, you got deep?
Yo, 5.
He'll look to throw.
They're not ready for
And
this.
that
They
will be
still playing
incomplete with a clock showing
Y'all playing
18
wrong
seconds
football.
now to go. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
45, Mike, 45.
Here we go.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Wallace. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
You don't want this.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
I got him. 45's the Mike. 45's the Mike.
Go.
Pick it up.
Back to throw.
You ain't doing nothing.
Flush to his right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
At the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. Hey. High 7.
Check 45's the Mike. Check 45.
Big river.
Back to throw.
Just like that.
And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Atlanta, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.